The NBA Finals have concluded. The Oklahoma City Thunder are your champions. The best team in the regular season is now crowned the champion and the best team in the playoffs. They just posted the fourth most total wins in a single NBA season ever, only trailing the Golden State Warriors, who won, 73 games, and then a couple MJ Bulls teams. And in comes the Oklahoma City Thunder. Obviously, this game is marred by the Tyrese Haliburton injury, a torn Achilles. After all his clutch moments in the playoffs, that is truly one of the sadder things I think any of us have ever seen. I'll let you speak on that as well. But, Carl, let's just start broadly. How will you remember this NBA Finals and your champion, the Oklahoma City Thunder?
So I think you got this out there, like the best team in the regular season, the MVP. SGA had a historic season, like what he did. Obviously, Finals MVP, first team All NBA, MVP, all the wins, all the accolades, scoring title, everything that he did was extremely impressive, and I think legacy cementing stuff, even at his young age and early on here. But it just it's hard not for the first thing, and I'm saying this as a guy who was pulling for the Thunder, respectfully. Like I wanted SGA to get a ring. The first thing that's ever going to come up about this series and this championship is that Tyrese Haliburton popped his Achilles in Game 7.
Yep.
Like it really really sucks because I thought we were on pace even early on for like a legacy Game 7 stuff from a lot of people. Like just in general, I'm not even saying the outcome of the game would have been different, but I'm just saying the general feeling of the game would have been different. Obviously, if Tyrese Haliburton was there, but I just even as a Thunder fan or if people who are Thunder fans, that's the first thing you're gonna bring up when you bring up this Game 7 is that Tyrese Haliburton went down early. And that's unfortunate because Game 7 is one of the best sports spectacles of all time. And it's unfortunately marred by this unfortunate situation for Halliburton, who was playing really, really well too up until that.
Yeah, so I'm struggling with all of this because I was not rooting for the Thunder. I was rooting for the Pacers. We had very different approaches on what our heartstrings were telling us we wanted to have happen in this series. I don't have a good reason for not appreciating the Thunder, Cart. I've slept on this. I've been thinking about it. I love Chet Holmgren, the player. I don't dislike really anybody on that team, including Lugens Dort, who feels like he's driving everybody nuts right now. But like I like all of the players on this team. I just don't find them all that entertaining. As crazy as that sounds, I know SGA is good, but it's hard for me to watch. It's hard for me to fathom this team as like one of the all-time greats, even though the record tells me they are. And I don't know why that is. I think part of Oklahoma City's story this year is the fact that the league is currently in between eras and there's more parity than we have ever seen. And there were a lot of injuries in this playoff run. Not saying they wouldn't have got it done anyway, but like truly, it would have been easier for me to like process Oklahoma City's title this year if they weren't some all-time winningest team. Like if they were just like a 3 seed in the West and emerged and had this great playoff run, it would be easier than for me to buy that this team's like better than the Kobe Shaq Lakers.
Hmm.
Like, and maybe this is the start of a dynasty. They're so young. Sam Presti's such a genius. Like I'm not disputing that the league is going to run through them in the next couple years, but it's just hard. Like I see the numbers. I see that SGA just put up one of the all-time historical individual runs. I see that Jalen Williams is the first player since Kobe to be as young as he is and make an all-star team and all defense and win a title. And I just am struggling to process it because I think this is the main reason why. In my bones, and you're never going to be able to convince me otherwise, I think Indiana was going to win this game. I think Tyrese Halliburton came out on fire. He hits three threes in the first 4 minutes. Say what you want about him, but he clearly is the engine that makes this team go. Even if Siakam was going to win the finals MVP, it just was a totally different game from then on. And it was tragic, truly tragic to see this guy that, I mean, Skip Bayless's tweet and everybody else questioning if he was even hurt. Yeah, he just tore his Achilles and is going to miss next year because he was trying to gut this out. It's
Well,
tragic.
that's another thing for me that even a bigger point of this. When are we gonna stop trying to push calf strains? Like literally,
I don't
calf
know.
strains just lead to popped Achilles, and I understand it. Like truly, like credit to I'm sorry, credit to Tyrese Haliburton for knowing his team needed him and gutting it out. But dog, like this is calf strains lead to popped Achilles. I don't understand. Like we need to start treating this injury like it's something that needs to be shut down. Like how many times has this happened? I think Clay had the calf strain and he popped his Achilles. Dame does it. Tyrese Halliburton, Kevin Durant. Like it is
Jason
very.
Tatum. Well, he didn't have a calf strain.
I don't think he had a calf strain though. But
Yeah.
like I'm saying, like it leads to popped Achilles, and it sucks because it's a devastating injury, and given that it's happened now, like there's no Tyrese Halliburton next year.
Yeah, it's tragic after I mean after the run that he had, right? That's the hard part for me. I didn't come into this playoffs even liking the Pacers at all. Like it's not like I've found this team endearing. I was not a Halliburton fan coming into this at all. If anything, like they were an annoying team to me as a Pistons fan in the East. But they completely won me over with play style. And I just think they're fun to watch. I think that was the story of this entire playoff run. I think Halliburton's heroics and his clutch shot making is like pretty much something we've never seen before. I mean, I tweeted out he was 13 for 15 on tying or go ahead shots this year. Half of those came in the playoffs. Half of them came in the buzzer in the playoffs and led to wins. So I just of all players, not like anyone deserves an injury like that, but of all players and moments to suffer that injury, that guy in that moment after he started 3 for 3 from three on the road is like one of the cruelest things I've ever seen on a basketball court. It truly was heartbreaking to watch. Um, and then you go from there, like I was texting a group chat with you guys. Like the Thunder didn't immediately flip a switch and run them out of the gym. I mean, the Pacers lead at halftime after the last second shot in the second quarter. Um, I don't know. It felt to me while watching that, and probably even to Pacers fans, that it was too good to be true, and that at some point Oklahoma City was just going to run away with it. I sent it to a group chat that we're in, like they're just going to open this up in the third. And that's basically what happened. But I don't know. What was your interpretation of the rest of the game after Halliburton went down? Because I thought the Thunder were tight. That's why I can sit here and say if Hallie was healthy, I think my theory coming in that the Pacers were super fearless and the Thunder were terrified was pretty true for the first 24 minutes.
Yeah. Also, shout out to Rick Carlisle for letting Pascal Siakam watch the third quarter.
Yeah.
But that many man intro was really cool. So
I don't think we can criticize much with Carlisle, to be honest.
I'd like to.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like come on, man. It's game seven. You just lost your guy. You lost like it's what I don't know. Like you have a hard time contemplate or like mentally getting through like being okay with the Thunder being like as good as they are.
Yeah.
Like I mentally was like, this is a game seven must win game. I'm watching Tony Bradley and Thomas Bryant
Yeah. Sure.
and Obi Toppin get cardio. Like, what are we actually doing out here? Let's and TJ McConnell's fighting for his life and doing whatever he can while also turning the ball over multiple times. They needed Hallie, but I thought there was also some questionable stuff, but it's just like there was no bouncing back from that, to be honest with you. Like as much as you like the Thunder got tight and the Pacers did what they could because like they showed the resilience that they had this whole playoffs. They weren't going to quit and lay down. But the minute Hallie went down, it was over. Over as
Yeah,
over could be. Whether it's they win by a lot or a little, the Thunder were winning once that happened.
for sure. Yeah, and you saw that stretch the lead in the third quarter. Just I mean they were a better basketball team than a fully healthy Indiana Pacers. We knew that, but you take away the guy that makes everything go for Indy, and yeah, which is hard. Like I don't know, because I didn't the game feel like it had like potential all-time classic
Oh,
vibes too early.
I was locked in. Like, and Hallie
Right.
hit that three and started talking shit to the crowd. I'm like, oh, this is gonna be a classic.
Right. Yeah, he said the
Yeah.
B word. Yeah.
Yes.
BAM. I was there for it. I was fully on the edge of my seat. I loved the energy. And the shot making was special early too. Sometimes you think like game seven, everyone's going to be nervous. And I don't know. Both sides came out pretty hot out of the gate. Just frustrating because I feel like I think the basketball that we got in this finals was actually very high level and good, and the contrast of styles made it fun. Again, I fell in love with the way the Pacers play, just the defense, the way they press, the way they push pace. I just became a fan of it, even if I didn't want to. There's nothing about Oklahoma City that I can find myself enjoying when I watch them. And I know you disagree with me on this. I can't do it with SGA playing Michael Jordan ball, but trying to pump fake into fouls the whole game. Like it's great. His midi is unguardable. This year that was the best thing in the league that no one could match. Giannis, Jokic, I'm looking at you. Luca, I'm looking at you. Save us from this shit. Please save us from this shit. This is supposed to be who we're handing the league to. These three international superstars that are supposed to take the mantle and be in their primes right now. They each got one, and then they seemingly seem cool with it. I don't know where SGA is going to
Well,
be. He might be next in line for that too. We'll
the
see.
thing, the thing is, like SGA already told Jokic to take his ball and go home.
Yeah, in a game seven against a team that won like 20 less games than the Thunder, which
Told him to take his ball and go home.
this video is brought to you by NBA 2KLab.com. 2K Lab worked with us last summer as well, and they're one of our favorite entities in all of sports gaming. We want to show you their college basketball stadium locator challenge game, and I'm going to share a screen right now as we do this. South Carolina, bang. Oh,
Ooh,
okay, that's pretty good. Next, North Carolina. Why are we only getting the Carolinas?
please
Bang.
lock in.
St. John's, that's New
New
York.
York. Well,
Bang.
that's New Jersey.
We're on fire. Colorado. I actually don't know what state Colorado is.
It's in Colorado. There's a state of
Is that
Colorado.
this one?
It's to the right of Phoenix.
Anyway, you get the picture. This game's really fun. They've got more games as well, like Guess the NBA Player, Mystery Fantasy Draft, and more. Stay tuned for all of the college football content and games that they'll be putting together to help you get the best experience out of college football 26. Back to the video. Sure.
So like it's what can you? I don't know what Jokic is gonna do about it.
Let me play a little courtroom with you for a second. So you believe the Pacers are like not all that good or all that memorable of a basketball team, right? At full strength, I'm talking pre-Haliburton injury.
No, I think this run. I think the well. Am I allowed to say the run is memorable more so than the actual
Yeah,
team?
of course, but like that was part of the reason the run is memorable is that they aren't all that great of a team, right?
Yeah, yeah. No, this run is. I think I will like as much as I will remember the year that the. Actually, I don't know. I guess as I'm going through this, you might remember the run by the Pacers more than you remember the Thunder winning it all. Like,
You 100% will.
because it goes hand in hand, but also at the same time, it's like I feel like I don't want to down what the Thunder have done by winning the championship,
Well,
though.
we should because I'll help you with that. So if you think the Pacers are not all that special of a team, which is a perfectly reasonable take, I'm coming here saying that run will be all-time memorable because they are a true underdog. I
Mhm.
don't even think there's like 2004 Pistons vibes to it where they're going to be in the mix ever. I think this was a special, historic, clutch shot making, crazy all-time fun run by a team full of role players. That's what this was. If you believe that's what they are, and I think we both do, the Thunder limped to beating them. Like, what are we doing? They're supposed to be an all-time team. They needed seven to get rid of the damn Pacers. Seven with an injury, by the way, to the engine. Like, I'm not impressed with the way the Thunder won this ring at all. And I understand I feel like an old man screaming about it, but like truly, I know they are the best team in the league. I know what the numbers and stats say. I know that my eyes back up that they should have won this series in five. They didn't. And they didn't take care of the Nuggets in five either. They limped through the playoffs. They got across the finish line. And to me, it says more about the state of the league than it does what Oklahoma City is. If that team, as young as they are, is winning, how many games they win? 68?
Mhm.
If they win 68 games in this NBA, it's about the NBA. It's not about Oklahoma City to me. And maybe we're about to do 4 more years of this because the rest of the league is that down and there's no super teams. I don't know. But good Lord, man. They remind me of like when you play 2K and you sim the season and then you get to the end and 2K is just like the Atlanta Hawks won 71 games. Trae Young is your finals MVP. And it's just like that makes no sense. Like that's how I feel about this Thunder team. It's Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, dog. Like, did we not just come off like 5 seasons of watching this dude in the league just be like, okay? And now I'm supposed to accept that he's the best player on earth?
Yeah, you do.
I don't get it at
You got
all.
to get there.
I'm not going to.
Well, then it's never going to get there with you. You are just you're staking your claim right now. You got to stay there. The unfortunate part is, I think you're saying this because you don't want to get there with the Thunder.
But
That's
I
it.
don't have a reason to dislike them because, like in the past with the Celtics, I very much would feel certain ways because I don't like Jason Tatum. I don't even have any feelings towards SGA or Jalen or anybody. I don't. But like the Santa Clara, I'm supposed to pretend the Santa Clara kid, Scottie Pippen. Is that what I'm supposed to do here? He's Kobe because he's the second youngest player since Kobe to make an all defense team and win a title. Like, okay, I guess Jalen Williams is Kobe and SGA is Jordan. Like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do with this team.
When did Jordan win his first title?
You want me to check that?
Yeah, I'd love an age check on that. So I think at the same age, this was around the time where Jordan decided to start lifting weights because Isaiah Thomas swept him in the first round.
Michael Jordan was 27 years old when he got his first title.
Okay, so I think him and SGA same age then, huh?
Yeah, I guess SGA is Jordan. How many more does SGA get?
I think SGA ends up with three.
Okay, I will sprint to the finish line saying he doesn't get another one.
Doesn't get another one.
I do not think the Thunder will win another ring now.
Wow, that's a I feel like that's a bold take given all the stuff you said about their team and how they could, you know what I'm saying?
It's on a platter for him for sure. The way they have ran their organization, Presti's done an unbelievable job. They like if SGA and Jalen Williams are what people want me to believe they are, they should rattle off like 3 or 4 straight. 100%. But I think this was more about the state of the league. They caught the 4 seed from a shitty East and were on the ropes at home until Hallie tore his
You
Achilles.
you think any other team in the East would have beat them?
Not necessarily. I honestly the
'Cause
way
because that's where I'm coming. Like you could say this stuff about the Pacers getting there, but the Knicks aren't beating that team. I don't.
dude, I think the fact that the Pacers just took them 7, I think a bunch of teams could have beaten OKC. Yes.
The
Yes.
Pacers had a lot of stuff go their way to get here.
I think the healthy Celtics would have beaten OKC in 6.
Hmm. I don't think. I mean,
And I'm a Celtics hater.
the healthy Celtics couldn't barely deal with the goddamn Pacers.
Yeah, it was a good series. Again, the Pacers run was absolutely special, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess you're right. I guess I got to get there. But to kind of to your point, like you're sitting here saying you are a Thunder believer, you're a fan. Even you are saying you will remember this as the Pacers playoffs.
No, I'm not gonna remember. But I'm saying like it goes hand in hand. Like when you bring up the Thunder the year they won the championship, you're gonna be like, wow, that was a special run by the Pacers to get there.
Get there and have a lead against OKC in
Hang
Game
the ba-
7 at
hang
Oklahoma City.
hang the banner. Have a lead against OKC. What was it like 13-9 when Hallie went
He
down?
came out hooping.
He did.
He was hooping. He was hooping.
That's
Will
the
the
one.
Pacers
That's the one silver lining for the Pacers.
is what?
They can claim that they probably would have won if Hallie was hurt. Like they can always have that.
Yeah,
That
I
one.
would. I would claim that for sure.
I would too if I was an Indiana Pacers fan.
I would for sure. Would you I have a couple more quick questions. Would you rather have Luca, Giannis, SGA, or Jason Tatum for the rest of their careers going forward?
SGA won.
Without hesitation?
Yeah.
I just cannot wrap my mind around that, man. I know it's probably the right answer too, but like that's just I can't get there with this mid-range foul baiting bullshit. I cannot do it. Great season. Like were there if this feels God damn it, I'm about to say some crazy shit. We should end the video. It feels like if like Stephon Marbury won an MVP and a title randomly one year. And we try to wrap our minds around that. Like he's just like he's a
Oh yeah.
fun guard.
Oh yeah, you should have ended it.
He's a fun guard, and now he's the best player
Stephon
on earth.
Marbury.
Or pick a different like what if Steve Francis did this?
Steve Francis.
Yeah, that's what SGA was for the first 6 years of his career. Just like fun guard. And now he's the best player on earth because the rest of the earth sucked this year? Is that what this is?
Steve Francis.
Is that what this is or no?
No, it isn't.
Okay. Well, Pacers going to get back here or no?
Honestly, I think anyone can. This Pacers run has me thinking that if you just do something at the right time, anyone can get there.
I mean, the East feels incredibly wide open right now, right?
It does,
Yeah.
which would have me pissed if I was a team that like you could have got Kevin Durant for a couple shingles,
I
couple
think
couple shekels.
all the old head superstars in the league stupid for going to the West. Like Bron should have just stayed in the East and made 19 more finals appearances.
Cleveland Lakers.
Yeah, but like I don't go back to Miami or some shit. I don't know. Like yeah, I get why Giannis wants to stay in the East, honestly.
Good on him.
Yeah, I don't know. Do you now want like the Pistons to have a sense of urgency and make a move or something?
Yeah, they won't.
You don't think so?
I don't know if we're a window team.
What does that mean?
I don't know if we're a capitalize on our window team. Like it's very much open. What are they going to do about it?
We don't have a window?
I don't know if we had the move. Like, don't you think we'd be a little bit more active right now and like doing things?
I wish we made the Bane trade. Like it doesn't even need to be like a crazy superstar. Just like get a guy some help.
Yeah, Magic fans, y'all might have fun next year.
Yeah, good spot.
Good spot.
No Tatum, no Hallie. Suddenly wide open. Knicks the Knicks should run
You
the East, I think.
that's a crazy. You know how you're having a hard time doing like the SGA and like calling him Steve Francis thing. That I think that's the hardest part for me.
Putting Hallie in with Tatum in the same sentence.
Yeah, like that's the holdup.
I mean, he had an incredible run.
Yeah,
Olympian.
he was on the Olympic team.
He basically solidified that I think he's the Team USA point guard going forward. I think
Oh,
this run.
yeah,
Don't you
maybe.
think? Like as Curry and Braun and them leave, like I think Hallie probably just stamped his spot as the guy
Yeah, I feel like he make a good Team USA point guard too.
because people would like playing with him way more than like Brunson.
Yeah. Oh my
Yeah,
God. Please keep Brunson away from
yeah.
USA.
Like his future Team USA is probably like Hallie, Booker, Edwards, Tatum,
Yeah, Cade, and
Cade,
like
Paolo,
Cade, Paulo. Is Trey
Chet.
Young? Is Trey Young ever gonna make one?
No, they don't like him.
Oh, it's crazy.
That's a good comp, actually. Like Trey Young should be doing what SGA is doing. Basically the same player.
You love Trey Young.
I know he's good. He's fun.
But love
Fun
SGA.
player, just like SGA.
Steve Francis.
This final sucked.